I am fed up with dating in this day and age. When I see friends, clients, other people who talk about dating online, when I see people who are going on dates with amazing people and then come back and they're still struggling to find connection, struggling on the dates and unable to commit to someone because they're finding or searching for the perfect partner. And it's frustrating because dating is so overcomplicated these days. You go online and you read YouTube videos by other people, other experts who talk about being high value, who talk about being a high value man, an alpha man who's able to draw in all these women. You hear about people talking about how they should be earning XYZ amount of money before they should be going on dating and all of these things. And yes, logically, rationally, it makes sense because inherently there is some truth to it. But equally, why is it that then so many men are still struggling to build that connection despite making more money, despite making more connection on dates, despite going on more dates? Why are they still struggling, and why is it that part of them doesn't feel satisfied? And the truth is, even if they go on more dates with more beautiful women, they will still struggle to commit. They will still struggle to find that one person they want to spend the rest of their life with. And even if they get that far to finding that person, they then have a million different reasons why they shouldn't commit to that person. And they are afraid. They're afraid of rejection, of breaking up, of getting married and then divorcing, that person breaking their heart. And so many men are leading their lives, going on dates, going into relationships with a massive fear over their heads. And on one aspect, you can argue that this fear is beneficial because it keeps you ready, it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you one step ahead. And on another side, you can argue that this fear is what's going to drive them to a point where they do end up breaking up with the person, where the worst nightmare does come to fruition. And so, if that's you, this video is essentially made for you. And just one thing on my mind these days, especially working with clients, is you have to get to a point where you can really truly connect to yourself on a deep core level. And I'm not talking about going on dates with yourself, I'm not talking about practical things, but I'm talking about you being in a place where despite how you look, despite how much money you make, despite how you talk, what you say, despite all exterior things, on a deep core level, you have to realize that you are worthy. You are worthy of love, worthy of being appreciated. You have to understand that on a deep core level, you are worthy of connection, of being and giving love to other people. You are able to receive love from other people. You have to realize that it is not dependent on all exterior things. Yes, these things will increase how other people might perceive you, but at the core level, when you feel worthy, when you feel good enough within yourselves, when you realize your true potential, your true unique gifts, when you realize that, that's when you become really confident. You no longer have to show off to other people. You no longer have to pretend to be someone you're not. You have to understand on a core, deep level that you are enough, you are worthy. Because when you get to that stage, when you realize on a deep internal core level that you are worthy, that you are able to give love and you won't be rejected, that you can truly connect to one person and that person is enough. You don't have to go and find the perfect partner for you, a perfect trophy wife, because you will find someone who loves you and accepts you for who you are, and together you can grow together. Together you can have meaningful love, you can have meaningful sex, you can go on amazing dates, and you can live a truly amazing life, and then go on to having kids. Some of you are probably watching this and saying, that's not what I want to do, I want to sleep around. Then this video is not for you. This video is for those people who have done all of that or don't want to do that because they know that truly They just want to have a meaningful, deep connected relationship. And if that's you, this video is for you. Because the one thing that I can tell you right now is if you are able to connect to yourself on a deep core level, if you are able to get rid of those sabotaging beliefs, get rid of those thoughts in your head that are telling you that you're not good enough, and truly, really understand on a deep level that despite how you look, despite how much you're making, you are still worthy of love. You are high value from the day you were born. So it doesn't matter how life has ended up right now. It doesn't matter how far forward you think your peers are around you. You are still truly worthy of love. And if that's what you want, if that's what you truly need and crave, then you should truly go and get it, because you deserve it. And you're now probably thinking, how do I go about this? How do I get to this stage? Well, this is where I often talk about is somatic therapy, or really tuning into your own feelings and bodily sensations and understanding yourself like a deep internal self. And it takes time, it takes practice, but truly connecting to the parts of yourself that feel worthy. And some of you are probably now going in your heads and thinking, how do I do this? What does this mean? How is this going to help me in my life? But like I said, it's an inside-outside game. And what that means is once you perfect the inside, the outside, your external environment, your interactions with other people will change, because all of a sudden you're coming from a place of feeling worthy, feeling love, and that is where true confidence lies. That's where you're able to go out and live the life of your dreams, because all of a sudden, on a deep down internal level, on a somatic level in your body, you feel safe. You feel comfortable in your body. And when you feel comfortable and safe in your body, it doesn't matter what happens externally. It doesn't matter if the whole world around you is collapsing, because when you feel safe inside your body, that's where you can go forward and be authentic. Be a leader. Be courageous. Be confident. All of these things. Be empowered. So, I'm not going to give you loads of techniques or anything in this video, but I'm going to get you to just ponder on this question, have it on the back of your mind, and really ask yourself, how can you connect deeply to yourself? Some of you may never know this answer initially. You may take some time to think about it. Plant the seed in the back of your head. And as you plant that seed, water it daily. Ask yourself, how can I connect deeply to myself? Ask yourself, how can I get to a place where I feel truly safe in my body? How can I get to a place where I truly feel worthy? Worthy of love, worthy of being good enough, worthy of life itself. And as you ask this question, see what pops up in your head. Don't try and justify it. Don't try and overthink it. Just ask the question, go about your day-to-day life, and every now and then you might have an insight. You might think, oh, maybe I should go dancing. Maybe I should go and do some journaling. Maybe I should go and talk to a good friend of mine about this. But whatever pops up, take action on it, write it down, and see what comes up. Do this for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, every evening, ask yourself, how can I connect with myself on a more deeper, intimate level? And also do it in the mornings as well, actually. Because you do it in the mornings, you go about your day, see what pops up, and then the evenings, reflect back on what you've learned on that day about yourself. And some days you might find nothing comes up. But even then, that's a chance for you to grow, a chance for you to really reflect, because why is it that you've gone through the day and you don't know, you, an adult, a man, I'm assuming if you're watching this, why don't you know how to connect yourself deeply? Imagine now, fast forwarding 20 years, 30 years, 40 years down the line, and you're about to be on your deathbed, you're about to die, and you truly have never connected to yourself on a deep level. Imagine how, and I'm assuming this, imagine how frustrated you'll be. Imagine how sad you'll be that you've never really connected. Despite making so much money, despite going on so many dates, you have never really truly connected to your body or yourself. That feels soul crushing for me. It feels quite sad, and it feels like, what's the point? What's the point of making all this money on being perceived as this high value person, having lots of money, lots of validation from other people, a large social media gathering, all of this stuff? What's the point of all of this if you have never truly connected to anyone, and you haven't really truly connected to yourself even? Now, if you're struggling with this, and you know you're someone who's been struggling with this for a while, what you can do is reach out to me for one-to-one coaching. It'll be over a 3-month period, and over that 3 months, I'll be working with you one-to-one on a more intimate level, helping you really shift the blocks, the sabotaging beliefs, the fear, anxiety, all of these things. And over that 3-month period, I will work with you on a bi-weekly basis. So every 2 weeks, I will have a one-to-one session with you, 90 minutes long, and in each session we'll be diving deeper and deeper into this. And in between our breaks, I'll be giving you exercises, tasks to do, tailored for you and the problems that you're facing specifically. And I'll also include other workbooks to help you really reflect on yourself and get more intimate and connected to yourself. If this is something that you want, if this is something that interests you, make sure you let me know. Book down below with the links down below, or just drop me an email if you want to find out more. You can also message me on Instagram, which may be faster, and all of my links are down below, so make sure you check that out. As I said, my name's been Jagannath, and I will see you in the next video. And really ask yourself going forward, especially today, how can you connect with yourself more on a deep internal level? And what action can you do right now, today, this week, to really help you get to that level where you are connected to yourself, where you truly feel worthy, good enough, worthy of love, without the money, without focusing on how you look, despite focusing on how you're speaking or how you're coming across to other people, but for yourself, what can you do to get to that level? Thank you.